Hey guys, what's going on? Um, this video, I'm talking to probably a lot of people. Some of you people, I know you were born into a family, blood family, everybody, brothers, sisters, bloodline, the whole nine yards, and you guys have a good family. You guys care about each other. You guys can be together without fighting. You have fun when you're together. You guys want to be together. You cut out a lot of time to spend and do family things where even as you gotten older and you got married and had kids and your family's grown, it all has been great. You know, a few stupid problems, somebody drinking or a drug or something every now and then. But everybody all teams together. If one person's hurting, they're all hurting. If one person is doing good, they're all there to cheer them on. Now, I know that ain't everybody. I know I think it's probably pretty few, but I'm sure they're out there. Um, blood family is what I'm talking about. Because, Jesus, I'm going to say this Jesus says to love your neighbor. And I understand that and why. Because some of us have families, blood families, that are that should have never happened. That should have never happened. Some of us have families that it's almost like it's a job to destroy at least a few of the people in the family so that the ones that aren't destroyed can have it all, so to speak. And and I'm telling you what, folks, there's people who have told me stories about their childhood that would give me nightmares. So I'm by no means saying I had the worst childhood or anything like that. I was just there's always going to be somebody that's been through a lot worse than anything you can imagine. And I know what I went through, and for somebody else to go through worse than that is just beyond me that a blood family could do that. Now, on top of families like this, there's some people that are a bag of hammers would have 10 times the IQ of these people. And they spend, let's say, 55, 55 years of their life trying to be a part of a blood family like that, never being able to get in. Beat themselves up their entire lives, thinking it was all them. They're the problem. They're the problem. Beat beat themselves to death. Let it bother them their entire life. These people are stupid as a bag of hammers. Remember that. They let it almost destroy their own life, trying to be a part of this blood family that they never had a chance. And then something happens and you realize it was a good thing. Believe me, folks, that was me. I am that person. Dumber than a bag of hammers. I fought. I forced. After when I met my wife, she had 2 children. They needed a father, and my wife was my best friend. We got married. I forced these 3 people, forced them because of my own ignorance, to try to be a part of that bloodline family of mine. Put these people through hell. That's how stupid I am. My kids had to put up with "they're not blood" coming out of my own dad's mouth. My kids, on Christmas, birthdays and stuff, if there was a new toy out, like I remember the last time, and I put a stop to it at this time, but it was at Christmas time. My parents always bought all the kids, they always bought everybody gifts. And then we did our own things with our own families too. And but rollerblades came out, and it was a big thing. Well, my sister and her family, they got rollerblades, and they got the nice ones from my mom and dad. My mom asked me and my wife what our kids wanted, and they wanted rollerblades too, because they weren't family, they weren't blood. Been in me and my wife been married probably 10 years by this time. We've just passed our 30th anniversary. My mom, I was at her house. She goes, "Here, I want you to check out these rollerblades I bought for your Amber and David." I said, "All right." I opened them up. Looked like she went to the dollar store and bought them. And I looked at them and looked at her. Said, "Let me see them ones you get in the other kids." I seen those. Hey, high dollar. I said, "Well, you can take those damn skates back, get your money back, give that to me, and then I'll go buy the other ones, give you the good skates. You can put your name on them, give those to them. But you ain't giving them those skates." That's the kind of shit I had to deal with. It was because, and the blood thing, because my kids weren't mine, blood mine, they were treated differently. My blood family, my mom and dad would plan. Now, all of us lived out in Arizona in Mesa area. They'd plan a trip going to California to go to Six Flags or something over there, fun. They'd never take my kids, never invite us. It was always my sister and her kids. We were never a part of that family. I'm not even going to go into what happened last year and a half after my dad and mom died and all this. I'm going to get it up to here because I'm already this is could end up being a long-ass video. After my dad died, I tried to see my mom. I was told I could no longer go back on my parents' property because my sister went to the sheriff's department, claimed I'd made a bunch of threats against her and her new husband, and my sister had control of my mom and dad's. She had power of attorney. I drove all the way down there to see my mom. They locked my mom in her house, wouldn't let me see her. Turned around, drove back, and I was told by the sheriff's department that if I went on my mom and dad's property or if I went back over to my sister's house, I'd go to jail. I turned around, drove straight back to where I'm at now. I told these people that after my mother died, I would have no contact with none of them ever again, lose my phone numbers, addresses, whatever. I told them that. 5 months, 6 months after my dad died, my mom died, and that done it for me. My sister got everything, folks. She got their 401k, she got their burial money, she got the fucking everything in their house, everything they had. As far as I know, she got the house and everything out of the house. I know it had a reverse mortgage on it. She had to pay that off. She got it all, folks. Me and my brothers didn't get nothing. Nothing. Now the house is sold, and she had to get everything out of it. So she tells her sons, come over here and if there's anything you want to get it and get it out of here and shit. She's gotten everything, folks. Her own son has 2 kids and I don't know if they're married, but he's got a girlfriend. They got 2 kids and a house. They needed a washing machine. This is my blood family. She told him, come over there and get it. If there's stuff in my mom and dad's house that they wanted, they could have it, or they could get it out of there. He drives over there in his truck. They got a washing machine. He needs a washing machine. He didn't need the dryer. He goes, I'll take that washing machine. My sister tells him she never paid a dime for none of it. She tells him, take it out of here. You owe me $250. She looks at her other son that's been living in the house for years. Tells her, take care of it, Chris. Get the money. None of them paid for any of it. And once again, my sisters want more. $250 for probably a 10-year-old damn washing machine. It's those big, tall front loaders and stuff. My mom and dad had them. I think there's something wrong with the dryer. That's why nobody wanted to mess with it. That's what I've been shown in my life, what blood family's like. One of them that's living in that house, he's got to go to a homeless shelter. His mom, she's right there. Got a beautiful house. It's just her and her husband living in a big, beautiful house. They got all kinds of money. They got my mom and dad sitting in urns on their shelf, so there's nowhere for anybody else to go to sit down with them at a gravesite or anything. She's got them sitting on her shelf. And she's still trying to make money off of her own son, off of my mom and dad's old drop washing machine. This is why God takes people like this out of your lives. And it took him 55 years. No, hell. It took him 57 years to get it straight in my head why he didn't want him in my life. People, it just amazes me. Because today, my family, not a one of them has this groom's blood that runs in me, running through them. And I thank God. I thank Jesus many times for that. Many times. Because I wouldn't wish a connection to the people that I'm connected to on any damn buddy. And that's a fact. My family would not do anything like they've done. And it's probably because they don't have my blood in them. You guys, there's a few people that watch my channel in secret that ain't gonna like this. Who cares? One of the people that's going to be watching this is going to really get pissed off after he hears this. I'm telling you what, a hypocrite. I don't hate anybody, but a hypocrite, you're right on the line. I know a man, and he knows who he is when I say this. He's got a Facebook page. He gets on that Facebook page and he tells everybody about how the government's crooked and don't take the vaccine, don't do this, don't do that. They're all a bunch of crooks. And it probably gets most of what he puts on Facebook off of me. His son calls him. His son calls him and talking to him about this crap that's going on in the last couple of years. His son. This hypocrite tells his son, just shut up, do what you're told. Give him consent and do it and shut up. Because he don't want it. Like if his son was to stand up and lose his job or something like that, if he has one, I don't know if he does or not. Because he won't take the vaccine, he's telling his son to take it anyway and do it. The guy, this hypocrite, he's not blood to me. But his son is. Hypocrites and cowards, they'll be the first ones into the damn lake of fire. Watch and see. And to tell your own son, your own blood, somebody you said you love, to just go along. I don't even know what to think of that. Anyway, folks, you guys have a good one out there. I love you. Some of you make it real damn hard, though. But I still do. And you still have a chance to fix what you've done. But you gotta do it. I can't fix stupid. Have a good one, folks.